And we are recording. Welcome to season 1, episode 4 of the GAJ sounds like Vag podcast.
I'm never gonna get over that. That is
Nope.
best.
It might stick. It might
Just
stick.
shortened it sounds like Vag.
Sounds like Vag podcast. Okay. It is March 26th. It has been an eventful day in the news. Don't want to touch on it too much, but P. Diddy's in a little bit of trouble, and then we're all sending our thoughts to Baltimore because somebody didn't know how to keep the electricity running on a ship and took down a 1.5 mile bridge over the port of Baltimore. So thoughts going out to you. I think they've already switched to a recovery mission, so they're looking for 6 more people. I didn't realize that they actually got it shut down pretty good. Like there wasn't too much like pedestrian traffic. Not pedestrian traffic, but like normal traffic. It was more construction workers making sure nobody else was on the bridge. The problem is the construction and safety workers were on the bridge, and the whole thing went. Did you guys see any of the videos today?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
It looks like it passed under it and then backed up just from the angle I saw.
Oh no, it was at night. They started to turn. They were trying to turn manually. It looks like, I think, but you saw. I guess the power had already been going out, and then you see all the lights go out, and then you see it hit the bridge support. Oh, it looked like those like robotics. Do you remember robotics? Like the pieces that you stick together, like in Sandlot when they use it to try and get the baseball out of the yard. They build like the vacuum cleaner on the robotics that they build. It looked like that crashing down. It was wild. It was wild. I mean, it almost looked like an animation because it was just this huge boat hit it and then it just crumbled. So
it did like a whole like
yeah. It looked like a scene out of like San Andreas with The Rock, like when the Golden Gate Bridge starts going. That's what it looked like.
I thought you were just comparing it to like Grand Theft Auto for a second, but like the movie San Andreas with the okay.
Yeah, no, not Grand Theft Auto. I think I had that video game. I was terrible at it.
How can you be?
I was so terrible. I couldn't even get the hookers into my car.
I just had to run them over.
Did you play as P. Diddy?
I should have. Well, I wonder. I'm curious. Apparently, he's thrown some names out there, pretty big names already. So I'm curious how many names come out of that and who he tries to take down with him. And maybe more interestingly, who somehow skates by.
So I didn't see what happened with the P. Diddy thing. Can you explain that to me?
So I heard a little bit on like YouTube and the news, and then a little bit from Ashley. But apparently, 2 of his homes got raided. So New York and Miami like simultaneously got raided because I'm assuming it's related to the Epstein list. That's all I can think of.
Ooh.
But from what Ashley read, now I don't know. Disclaimer for our audience of us: we will talk about a whole lot of stuff and be experts in none of it. so
zero.
So
Entirely our opinion. And honestly, can we even put a disclaimer that it's not officially our opinion because we don't know enough about the topic to have an opinion?
We don't have an opinion. We're just voicing what we heard, and you can take it for what it's worth. You can look it up and feel free to discredit us because I will probably discredit myself in 5 minutes after we get off this anyway. But
yeah, and our research does not go beyond like
Googling
Google searches.
Right. No, Ashley said at the time that they were raiding his 2 homes, apparently he got tipped off and his private jet landed in, I think it was Antigua, without him. So, like, he got arrested. He was in Miami. They found him. But what they're thinking is a whole bunch of stuff was thrown onto that plane and flown out of the country. Again, this is according to uncredible news sources, just hearsay, most likely hearsay, but
I wonder what they were looking
heard it
for.
through the grapevine. So the investigation is centered around, again, it's coming from the Epstein list, so it's human trafficking. Yeah.
P. Diddy. Shame on you, buddy.
Shame on you and everybody involved. Supposedly, now I don't know how Ashley saw it. I haven't seen anything about it, but she seemed to think that she heard that Prince Harry might be getting implicated too.
What?
Yeah. I mean, their uncle already did, so.
Dude, you need to get Ashley on this show.
And Prince Harry is like the party animal.
She got all the gossip.
She's got all the gossip, dude.
Crazy.
I heard from a reliable source
named Google.
Yeah. And then
I heard it from
Twitter.
I heard it from my best friend, who heard it from her second cousin, who heard it from her ex-boyfriend's sister, who heard it from the speaking dog tag on her dead dog. It was the crazy game of telephone, right?
Yes.
So.
Oh yes.
But yeah, P. Diddy sounds like he's in a whole lot of trouble. It's one of those things, when you really step back and look at it, you kind of hope it's not true. Not because I'm a big P. Diddy fan or anything, but because if it's true, that means he hurt a lot of people, like really badly, in a really disgusting way. So you kind of hope it's not true, because that means people didn't get hurt. But also, if it's true, I hope he gets everything thrown at him.
Yeah. Well.
So the question is, will you guys still listen to his music?
I didn't listen to his music in the first place.
I haven't listened to his music since the 90s.
No?
I just don't listen to P. Diddy. I just don't find his music like that. I don't know.
You didn't like his remake of Elton John's song for Princess Diana?
Can't say I even listened to it ever.
When Biggie died, he remade what was it? Missing You?
That's 1997, dude.
Yeah. Or what was the song with Mace? Before Mace went Christian and then came back?
I listen to Mace sometimes.
I think that's before I was born.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a young puppy. What were you born? Like 89, 91?
88.
88? Good Lord.
Still though. Maybe that's why I didn't jump on the P. Diddy bandwagon.
Yeah, I guess that might have been.
He was really good in the movie Get Him to the Greek, though.
He was good in that. I liked him.
Yeah.
He was actually he was very surprising.
So you know what? I guess I do support him, but not by listening to his music. Watching his movie. Yeah. Which that would probably be grounds to have his movie pulled from whatever.
From any streaming service, for
like,
sure.
You know that like Spotify or Apple Music or anything that has to do with like Disney, right?
That would kind of suck though, because Get Him to the Greek and what was the other one? Saving Sarah Marshall. Those are great.
Oh yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Thank you.
Yeah,
Saving Sarah Marshall.
Getting Sarah Marshall to the Greek.
I think there's enough star power there that I don't think anybody will pull it. I mean, it's Russell Brand, Jonah
Hill,
Rose Byrne.
He is.
There's enough people that I think it'll stick around because people like those guys. Rose Byrne, she's a weird, quirky, hot girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like. Yeah, I guess the question centers around like, what did you do when like the reports came out about like Michael Jackson or the videos came out about R. Kelly, did you stop listening to their music? Because, you know,
dude, all I used
everybody
to
liked
remember
the whole
from R.
like
Kelly.
I didn't listen to R. Kelly.
I'm coming into the closet. We're gonna be in the closet. I'm in the closet.
Yeah.
Something about
He's
the
a-
closet. Watch
he's
out for
a
the closet.
freaking weirdo, but
It didn't even seem like a song.
there's some songs
So,
that were
like,
good.
It just sounded like you're doing like chores and you're just singing it out loud.
So anyway, yeah. If you're old enough to remember Michael Jackson getting charged, and even though it was somewhat posthumously, and R. Kelly getting charged for what did he get charged with? Like pedophilia and like brainwashing and kidnapping or something.
He got charged with all sorts of stuff.
All kinds of gross stuff. But also, if you've ever watched any of those documentaries, those girls were just asking. I shouldn't say that. That's not right. But come on, he was walking into court in handcuffs, and you're still shouting how much you love him and are still trying to follow him. Like, come on, you got to be smarter than that.
But
anyway,
they weren't.
Yeah. So,
but
question to our audience of 3, to each of us, basically. Did you continue to listen to Michael Jackson's music or R. Kelly's music after their charges came out? And will you, if you already did anyway, continue to listen to P. Diddy's music, given the circumstances right now? There we go.
I stopped listening to R. Kelly's music after Spring Break 2003.
Oh, yeah.
They had Ignition, and then like I didn't care for anything else.
A remix to Ignition. That was a great song. I still like that song.
Yeah, that's that song's over 20 years old now.
Oh God, I was thinking about that when we went to. So Johnny, you were probably like in middle school, but we went to Panama City Beach for Spring Break 2003.
Oh my God! No, 2003. I was in high school. I was a sophomore.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I can't believe that was 21 years ago. Holy crap! Holy crap! Okay, on to another topic.
I like this format. I like this where you just like shoot topics at us. This is fun.
Here's something I was thinking about earlier, because Ashley doesn't like it. Well, she just doesn't like certain foods, but do you eat or support breakfast for dinner?
All day breakfast.
Yes, sir.
All night breakfast.
Yes. Any time of day. Yes. Any time of day. Any time of day.
And there's a lot of places that do that, actually.
Oh, that's why I love like Greasy Spoon diners, man.
Around us, man. Oh, they're so good.
Oh, I bet. By you guys?
Yeah.
Dude, I bet they do all kinds of awesome stuff at the Greasy Spoons. Like,
oh yeah,
some cool seasonings, like avocado on your egg hole. You know what I'm talking about? You know what an egg hole is?
No, please explain what an egg hole is.
It's where you put
for our viewers.
Is that a new hole that I don't know I have?
Probably. It's where you put the bread in the pan, right? Put some oil down, put the bread in the pan, like you cut a hole in the bread, and then you drop your egg in the hole. I think that's a Wisconsin thing. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do it here. I remember learning that in Wisconsin, and it was delicious. So anyway, the bread, like the hole in the bread, keeps your egg in there, and then you stick the spatula underneath, flip it over. You got a nice runny egg that's all contained in the bread. And I used to put a piece of cheese on it. So I'd make 2 egg holes with cheese on them, and that'd be my dinner.
It does sound kind
and if I had bacon was going on that bad boy too.
Well, bacon can go on everything. We all know that.
When I'm feeling
bacon can go on everything.
When I'm feeling gross, when I go to McDonald's, sometimes I'll get both breakfast and a burger. It's fantastic.
Dude, there's not a lot of McDonald's that do that still.
Yeah,
did you do that?
It's flipping like a coin of which ones are going to serve breakfast all day.
Yeah, there's like one around us. There was one by me, and they stopped doing it. I had one up the street that did it, but I think there's one closer. Yeah, the one by you might do it. I'm a little bit jealous of that.
So I haven't done it in a while. I'm actually craving it.
I like that because then you can take like your breakfast sandwich and combine it with your double quarter pounder with cheese. That's not a bad thing. That sounds kind of delicious.
No, I keep them separate. I usually go sausage McMuffin with egg and then like a double cheeseburger. Or usually I get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg and a double cheeseburger because there's usually a special where it's like, yeah, if you pay an extra $1.50, you'll get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg instead of 1.
Yeah, that's the one that's been around here. I unfortunately go to McDonald's way too much, but yeah, in the mornings because I'll get coffee from McDonald's because I like it and it's cheap. But usually they'll have like a buy one get one, so I can get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins for the price of 1, which is
they have the 2 for $5.
Horrible idea. They've done that before too. No, here it's like, well, I mean, granted the sandwich is like $4, so but yeah, it's awesome. And I get that, I eat it, and then I feel terrible 30 minutes later because I've been sitting in the car for 3 hours when I eat it. But these egg holes, man, you got to try this. Look at this with the avocado on it.
That's
guacamole, I should say. That looks delicious. Here's the one with the bacon. Come on.
Yeah.
That looks so delicious.
But okay.
That's the money shot right there.
Oh wow.
That's the money shot.
That can use some meat on it. I mean, there's the bacon.
Yeah, I agree.
Throw on sausage.
If you're gonna go light, you can do the ham slice. But if you want to go like all the way in, you got to get that like good Jimmy Dean like sausage. Oh
yeah.
Ham's not enough meat for me.
Yeah, I'm not.
It'll keep it light.
When you order just an egg McMuffin, if you don't say sausage and egg McMuffin, they give you the one with ham on it, which isn't bad, but I gotta have that sausage.
I always get the sausage McMuffin.
I like the sausage.
I bet.
I don't really know how I feel about this burger with the runny egg in it. I would try it.
I like egg on burgers, but right in the middle there. See, now it looks like you're sacrificing some of the meat.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with that.
You just gave away like a quarter of the burger by cutting a hole in it. So I'm with you on that one. I mean, I would try it, but yeah, breakfast for dinner.
So
I love it. I don't do it too much anymore.
Go in Blue Springs and Independence, Missouri, when I used to go after work to go play hockey, there was a Denny's right across from the hockey rink that I would play at. So I'd go play in their little rec league they had going on.
And in Independence?
In Independence.
Is that right off of like Nolan Road?
It was BD's. Yeah, I think it was Nolan Road. It was
okay.
behind
I know where you're at.
The ice cream place, the custard shop. It's behind the Hawaiian Bros now.
Okay, yeah, okay. Now I know which side of the bridge you're on.
But there's that Denny's over there, and I'd get the chicken fried steak and eggs. Oh man, and I'd get a double order of hash browns. Those hash browns are so good, dude. Little hot sauce, little ketchup, and oh my goodness. Oh, that's like the best meal in the world.
I will totally admit, I still love me some Denny's.
Yep.
Like it's trashy as trash you can get, but man, it's so good. I still love the Grand Slam breakfasts. I still wish they gave you the baseball cards. The baseball cards are cool, like those holograms.
They gave, man, you're showing your age again.
Did they give you
crayons? 2003. What?
Alex, you were there when I was collecting those.
Yeah, but did they give you crayons in a coloring book when you go there? Because that's why you go.
Oh, yeah, every time, right? I would think.
I don't remember them doing crayons in a coloring book. Maybe that was IHOP.
I mean, IHOP did too, but usually
I'm raising questions now.
Their crayons were usually broken. Denny still gave you it was only like 3 crayons, but they were in the plastic baggie.
Yeah. What else has like super? Did you that diner down over in River Market? Oh, that place has good
City
chicken
Diner.
fried. Yeah, dude, that place
City
has the
Diner
best chicken
is the
fried steak and eggs.
quintessential like greasy spoon, disgusting diner. Like that's where if you look in the back, somebody's smoking a cigarette while they're cooking your eggs.
Yeah, and they ash it in your eggs, and so it fucking tastes better.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's flies everywhere. Coffee is disgusting, but man, I will go there every weekend if I'm allowed to. It's so good.
I got told that I was a weirdo the other day over at Chronic Tacos, because of what I ordered. I ordered like a mahi and asada burrito. They were like, "Why are you combined?" I was like, "You have a surf and turf burrito up there. It's shrimp and asada. It's the
that
same
sounds
thing,
kind of awesome.
except it's better because like the shrimp is
leaner
like,
fish.
Yeah,
that sounds expensive though.
Yeah, it does.
It's a little bit. It was like $18 because I got the chips and the drink.
There you go.
But you know what I introduced Ashley to the other day was longboards.
Oh, that's good too.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
Alex, longboards is kind of like Pacific influence, like Wrap Shop. So everything from like the West Coast of the U.S. all the way out to the Eastern Asian countries, like the Pacific.
He's dying.
Yeah, the Pacific Island countries. They even have things like they have a bowl, like a rice bowl, and they say it's lechon.
Is it lechon?
It's shredded pork, which we would call that lechon also in Filipino. So, but man, yeah, I still get the OGs are crazy because they're probably about 9 inches long, and it's like a grilled wrap. So think of like a Chipotle burrito, 3 inches longer and grill pressed, and also better ingredients. Like the 619 that I get, it's got steak, shrimp, guacamole, rice. I hold olives because I don't like olives. Pico de gallo, and then I get this like 3-alarm sauce on the side, and it is delicious. I actually still have some left over. I should eat that later.
Sounds like a lot going on over there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll crack an egg on it and put it on the pan. Oh,
so
all the ideas.
You're adding to it.
Yeah.
Dude, when I'm
going full fat kid ideas.
When I'm feeling like desperate for Filipino food, I'll put Mang Tomas sauce on Chipotle.
Really?
Yeah, but I get Chipotle done a special way because it's rice, it's the pork, but I haven't put extra meat or double meat, whatever the hell they call it. And then like I put a little bit of lettuce in it.
Oh, interesting.
Then I take it home and I put the spicy Mang Tomas on it.
Do you know what that is, Johnny?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's like I don't
even know what it's made
of.
It sounds terrible. On the bottle it says liver sauce.
Yeah, it's so good.
What the hell's that?
I'll put on fried chicken, fried pork.
Oh, fried chicken.
So good.
Is it like a better hoisin sauce?
Let's see here.
It's kind of gravy-like in texture.
Kind of gravy-like.
It looks like gravy.
Yeah, that reminds me of the hoisin bottle.
Oh, it's so good. Here's the sauce in a bowl. So you get like the fried pork belly and you just dip it in there. Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, speaking of that looks similar. I stopped by Malarkey's last night to go get some meatloaf. I called Alex. I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to do this." Because it's like $12. Yeah. Well, no, I just got it to go and went and ate it at my buddy's house. But man, it's pretty good for $12. Like, what did I got? I got, I had a beer while I sat there, and it was cool. It was delicious, but the consistency of the gravy kind of reminded me of that because they gave it to me in a cup.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I wonder what's in this. I wonder if there's an ingredients list somewhere.
That might ruin it though if you look at the ingredients.
100%.
I already like it, so it won't matter for me anyway. If I'm gonna ruin it for you, tell me, and I won't bring this up.
Nope, I'll still eat it.
2 top ingredients: water and sugar.
Dude, top
bread
Of
ingredient.
course, there's sugar in it.
The cornstarch, onion, vinegar, garlic. Oh, all kinds of good stuff. That's probably not so good for you, but man, it's good. It's delicious.
Oh man.
What?
Now you got me just super fucking hungry, dude.
I
Yeah, I
feel
actually had a sandwich that's just like turkey, cheese, and roast beef. I mean, it was good, but it's not like food from Malarkey's.
yeah, I get spoiled
I don't know what to
because
talk about.
like we did Monday afternoon, we went to lunch at Longboards, and I got one of the OGs, so I always cut it in half, save half of it for later, so I still have that. And then for dinner last night, Ashley made this shrimp that was fucking awesome. She made these shrimp bowls. So like these seasoned and spiced shrimp and guacamole and pico. Oh man,
Yeah,
it was good. There's a whole like container left over that shrimp, so I'm like, might have to dig into that later. I'm just trying to hydrate right now though, because I haven't been hungry all day. And like I said, we got those body aches where I feel like sickness is coming in, the flu or something, or COVID or whatever. So that's a fun question. Just because I read an article today about streptococcus in Japan, and it's pretty bad, and like 30% of people contracting this strain of streptococcus are actually dying. They're not saying it's going to get to like pandemic levels, so thank goodness for that. But made me think like, man, I hate to say it, I would not be disappointed in another lockdown.
You know what? We learned how to do it the first time.
Enjoyed lockdown.
We can handle it the second time.
It was
awesome. As long as like people don't lose their jobs and people don't die. It's it's kind of like it's kind of like a friendly. You ever see The Purge? We'll call it like a friendly purge. Just we just go to lockdown for the hell of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good disclaimer. Again, reminder that we'll talk about everything and anything and be credible in nothing. So just to make sure that's out there. But yeah, lockdown was awesome. Like I will admit, hi. We're recording. I will admit that Ashley's gonna say hello.
Hi guys.
Hello again.
Hey Millie.
Oh, can you see the dog?
Yeah,
Come here, pup.
Popped up for a little bit.
Come here.
Oh, there she is.
Can you see her?
Is my trout dip about to come back into season?
I don't know.
I need to know.
About to come back into season.
Oh, it's never left the menu.
It's never left the menu, Johnny.
I'm literally seeing Ashley reminded me about it. But I have like
you like trout.
I have like 20 frozen trout in my freezer right now.
I got that to share. You can open it.
That I need to use, and I was thinking like I need to like do something with this. It's yogurt, right? Yogurt is like the base for the trout dip. Again? For that smoked trout dip, it's like the base is like yogurt, right?
Is the base of that trout dip a yogurt? Mayonnaise. Although I bet like a Greek yogurt would make it healthier.
Those fucking cheaters using mayo. I can use like a veganese though.
Yeah. Ashley likes that veganese stuff that you used to get.
Oh, I love it.
Those,
I found it again. It's
artichoke hearts.
Yeah.
She loves those things. She loves that stuff. That veganese, do you still eat that? Oh, she stepped it up. She makes her own now. She makes her own. She needs to start a food truck. That'd be cool.
It was just the vegan mayonnaise is so expensive, and it's actually pretty easy to make your own. So I just started making it.
Is it pretty expensive, Johnny? I bet it is out there. That veganese.
I haven't. So like usually artichokes are really expensive, and that's the only thing that I really use it with.
Okay.
Is like my dip for artichokes. A lot of people use like an aioli or something, but I do the pressure cook on the artichoke and season it up with a little bit of oil and some basic seasonings and like
Yeah.
garlic salt and shit. And it's just
Salt,
so
pepper, and
good.
garlic go a long way.
Mm-hmm. But you just pressure cook them for like 20 minutes at the most, and like they come out so good, so fucking good. I want to try though, like after I pressure cook it, cut them in half and then grill them and see if that makes them come out better. And put some like Parmesan cheese, because
I
like
bet it would,
lazy
because then
dog,
you can get the middle better too.
yeah.
Just trying to peel all the leaves on the outside.
I've had it when I eat it at like a restaurant. They don't pressure cook them; they always grill them, and so they're not like soft. Like you can't get the meat off the leaf. So
Well,
I
that's
don't
why I
know.
like the pressure cooker better, like the steaming whenever it's steamed, because it's softer.
Mhm.
I think it tastes better.
Yeah.
Ashley's digging into my candy. I went to I was in Wichita today, and I stopped by this place called Nifty Nut House, which she's the one who introduced me to it anyway a long time ago. So I went because they've got like all the old school candy. Like they've got cartons of those like candy cigarettes. They've got bazooka bubble gum. They've got
It's an industrial warehouse full of candy.
yeah, they've got the Andes mints, the chocolate mints.
Love
They've
those.
got like different flavors of those. I actually got different flavors of like Ferrero Rocher. Or not, what are those ones? The Lindor chocolates. And then they have a bunch of custom stuff. So like in the middle, they have all these like different nuts and candies and chocolates and nut covered chocolates and stuff. And I got these like chocolate peanut butter pretzel clusters and these chocolate covered chocolate chip cookie dough bites. Holy crap.
Can't really go wrong with cookie dough bites.
Was Willy
No.
Wonka there too? It sounds like you're in his hood.
I mean, he should be. He should be. That'd be the step up, I guess, but for Wichita, Kansas, I'll take it. But
You
it's
have like
awesome.
do you have like a constant like influx of sugar going into your body?
I need to change that up because I'm feeling like that's part of why sometimes I'm not feeling so good, because I'm just not taking care of myself. So we're going to try and work on that this weekend. But that's actually why she was tearing into it before I did. I waited so I could share it with her.
That was thoughtful.
And that meant I wouldn't eat all of it by myself. So, but man, yeah.
Way to be responsible.
Pretzel ones are I think, my favorite.
Yeah, they're like peanut butter. I think there's toffee in there. The peanut butter pretzel clusters. Man, they're awesome. And then the cookie dough bites are really good. So, candy, I like it. I actually like candy more than when I was a kid. When we were growing up, man, my favorite dessert was more dinner. Now sometimes I just skip dinner and go straight to dessert, which, as you can see, is not helping me any.
That's like what I do when I go eat sushi. My dessert is not the little like mochi afterwards. It's a hand roll because it looks like an ice cream cone, but it's just more fish.
Dude, there's this new place in the crossroads here called Katanori. It's oh my God, it's a sushi place, high-end sushi place. Oh my God, it is so good. I think it's my favorite restaurant in Kansas City now. And they don't like cut the hand rolls. They give you the whole hand roll. So it's like this long and you just eat it. And then it's not like the cone, because that's not a hand roll.
Well, like they have rolls, hand rolls, and then the nigiri sushi.
They have the nigiri too. And then they have these like
but they give you just like a tube of they just give you the tube.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna look it up.
See what they have here that they probably have in other places, but it just feels fitting here is that some places make sushi burritos.
I've seen those.
Which is really just like a big sushi roll.
So
A lot more rice than I really usually want. Just like, that's so much rice. It's like that much. Sorry, that's a bad angle.
Well, if you picture it with this hand roll in your hand, then it might not be as bad.
A hand roll bar. Wow, that's
Oh, dude, it is so good. Oh my God. These crudos are delicious. I'm not a big mushroom guy, but these mushrooms, we usually get like 2 orders of them because they're so good. And then they have this Wagyu rice. It's like the best fried rice I've ever had in my life, which it needs to be because it's a small bowl of it and it's $25.
Yeah,
But I pretty much go all through all of these hand rolls in this menu right here. And then we do a couple of the crudos, a couple of the small plates, and several of the sashimis. It's a place that you're not going to get out of there for less than like $200. And I think that's doing pretty well.
But at least
it's definitely more of a special occasion type of place, but it is so good.
But you know what? Kansas City has the food scene dialed in. Like there's a lot more restaurants out in Kansas City area. I feel like that you more get what you pay for, and you get like good food. Out here, it's like every place is super fucking expensive, and you don't know if it's gonna suck or be really good.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like not being from Kansas City, the food scene in Kansas City is way underrated. Like when you get out of Kansas City, the food scene in Kansas City is way underrated. Obviously, everybody outside of the barbecue, because that's what everybody thinks. It's just barbecue, but there's some really good places. I mean, there's a few different like James Beard Award winners in Kansas City. Ashley works for one of them, and then even their pastry chef is a James Beard Award winner, I think. Oh no, not theirs. The one from Rye on the Plaza. I think it's a couple that owns it, and the wife is a pastry chef who's a James Beard Award winner, and then the husband is back of house, who is also a James Beard Award winner. So there are some really talented chefs in Kansas City.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot. They have their restaurant week too. That restaurant week that they do that just passed is like, I don't know, man. More places need to do stuff like that.
I actually don't like the restaurant week because then it's usually like fixed. It's only certain items. So here's what happens. It's great for the city and it's great for people in the suburbs that don't get out a lot because they get to there's some encouragement to try some stuff. They don't stay in their suburban holes going to Applebee's and Chili's and Texas Roadhouse. They can come out to the city and try some stuff, but I think you also find out that they're kind of out of their element and they don't necessarily know what they're getting into. And then, unfortunately, for me having a fiance that works in the industry, she gets stiffed on a tip because they had no idea what they were getting into.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, I can get behind the whole getting stiffed on the tip thing.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
But also, usually the menu items they have for the restaurant week, they're pretty basic, so I'd rather order off of the main menu anyway. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Way to be a downer about restaurant week, dude.
Well, come when it's not restaurant week. The food's better anyway that way.
I'm not going to deny that.
There's restaurant week here. I just don't know when it is. I'm not actually doing it, so.
Dude, I was thinking like about doing a Duffy rental in Newport and like going from spot to spot because they'll serve you on the dock, so you just got to get the Duffy rental for like a couple hours, like maybe.
What's a Duffy rental?
It's a boat.
It's a boat. It's a little boat.
It's meant for the Newport Harbor because a lot of the restaurants in Newport Beach, not a lot, but there's a good amount of restaurants that are along the harbor. Yeah. So people with boats, because some people here have boats, they just dock at the restaurant and they get served there, or they go inside.
Yeah,
I've done it.
That's kind of cool.
I did it a lot. Like I had a buddy, I had a neighbor that had a boat, so we were doing it a lot. Like 8 years ago.
Okay.
But
There
it's
was, there
like
was a
it's expensive to do because the boat for like a couple hours, it's like entry level to get the boat is like $150 or something like that, and that's for like an
Yeah.
hour. And you want it for like 3 to 4 hours because you're gonna be out. Like if you're gonna dock and go to like 4 different places and get
Yeah.
drinks at a bunch of different places, like you need it for like at least 3 hours. I would say 2 to
Right.
3.
there was a place like that. Not you couldn't rent boats, I don't think, but there was a place I like to go to when I lived in Milwaukee called Barnacle Bills, and people were that was a different kind of thing though. People were pulling up big ass yachts out there.
You'll get that out here too.
Restaurant. Oh, do they?
You get like big ass parties on a yacht.
Once upon a time, I feel like that would have been cool. I mean, I'm sure it's just me getting old, but 43, I'm just like, that doesn't even sound fun anymore.
The
Like, that
yachts?
sounds like way more work that's worth.
I did it once.
You're stuck on the boat, and then you want to go to bed at 11, and everybody's still partying.
I did it once. It's forgettable.
Oh
I
my
had
God.
fun, but I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
somebody want to do
I
it
mean,
often.
I think I would do it once just because, it's an experience, right? So,
the cool thing you see
I
if
would
you're,
probably
if
do
you're
it.
at one of these restaurants that's along the harbor is that you'll see people on water jetpacks. So there's a
That
jetpack.
would be cool.
They're in the harbor. It shoots water down and they fly.
Yeah. So are they using that to travel from restaurant to restaurant?
No, they're living.
Oh, that'd be cool as hell.
That would be even cooler. The guys that fucking super.
Yeah.
I'll have a beer, please. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. One beer coming down.
That would be awesome.
Fucking accidentally blast him in the face with your water jets. Sorry.
Here's no tip.
Man.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would enjoy that once, but I'd need to mentally prepare for it. I would need to mentally prepare for it because
They go pretty
I don't even
freaking high, dude. It's like-
oh no, the jetpack I would try just because that looks cool as hell. But the party on the boat, it just doesn't even sound fun to me. Just that's young people shit, man. I can't hang like that anymore. Turn on the game and give me a case of like Miller Lights or Coors Lights, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's something they don't drink out here. They don't drink Miller Lite. I was
No.
surprised when I moved from Ohio. I was like, because it's not on sale, so it's like I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah. What do they drink? Bud Light?
Bud Light, mostly. Maybe a little bit of Coors.
Dude, it's just as cheap to get like a pitcher of like at least at Malarkey's, it was like for a Stone Hazy IPA, it was like the normal. I don't know. I thought it was halfway cheap. It was like $3 or $4.
Yeah,
Yeah, if there's a better beer. I've been drinking more light beer just because it's less calories. Makes me feel better.
I'm gonna go back to my vodka water.
Yeah.
Fucking-
It's all about the White Claws.
The White Claws. That's some
Once you
basic
drink a
bitch
White
shit.
Claw, once you drink a White Claw, and then like you'll just get a random beer, and you're like, your body will be like, "Why'd you do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
feel
and then
like that's not
you
a
shit
good thing.
It
yourself
tastes so well.
because the sugars are
Well-
weird in it. So you fucking shit your pants afterwards.
You gotta poop. Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I just go home.
Like your pee cycle and your shit cycle totally change when you put the White Claw in the mix.
Right.
All right, welcome to your 30s and 40s.
So one of the breweries here, it's Boulevard Brewery. They're actually owned by I think the same people that own Budweiser or Anheuser-Busch. But anyway, Boulevard came out with a seltzer a couple years ago. Pretty tasty. They came out with a hard seltzer. And then last year they came out with a non-alcoholic hard seltzer.
Oh my god! So it's just a seltzer.
So it's a soda.
Yeah. I
It's
posted
called
the ad.
LaCroix.
I posted the ad. I said, "Awesome, a non-alcoholic hard seltzer," and I put ... Isn't that just called seltzer?
Bro, And the thing, okay, you can get those now at like Bevmo or like Total Wine and More's, and they charge like $15 for a 4-pack of fucking non-alcoholic hard seltzers. I accidentally bought a pack.
Ooh, can you return it?
Non-alcoholic.
No, I drank them,
hard
and they weren't
seltzers.
even that good. They were like Black Widow, but it was like the White Widow version, signifying that it was like not alcoholic. But I didn't know that because I was like just getting all excited to get a new drink.
Yeah. Were you so mad that you didn't just buy seltzer for half the price?
Dude, I was mad,
It
and then
probably
I
had better
tried
taste.
it because I was like, I'm fucking drinking this. It was $15, and then I was like, that's a letdown.
You should put vodka in it.
Yeah.
Should have.
Make it into a hard
Yeah.
seltzer.
I guess so. In all fairness, I think there is a little bit of difference in that the non-alcoholic hard seltzers are kind of like the non-alcoholic Heinekens, where there's still like 0.05 or 0.01 percent alcohol in it. So technically, it's not completely alcohol-free. Where a seltzer, a seltzer, doesn't have any alcohol. I don't know what that means. I think it's kind of dumb. If I want to drink seltzer without alcohol in it, I'll just drink seltzer. Or, cranberry juice with Sprite.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I need to ruin this topic for a second because I have a problem that I need to solve.
Do it.
So I've been driving around in the truck and I need brighter headlights. So I need help picking out the power of the sun.
Dude, I just got my headlights replaced today.
Were they awesome? Did you get like
No.
super bright? Fucking...
Because I was like, so I'm like, are my headlights even on? And then I think one went out, so I had to put diddle, and then it's back on, but it's very faint.
I just want bulbs.
I just replaced both of them, and they made it look a little bit better, but it's still not bright enough for me.
Yeah, you go to the auto parts store and you can get those like Sylvania ones. They have some like super white ones, but they're not that good. So I usually look online for.
Dude, Amazon it's so hard to pick because I don't know anything about them, and it's like
I used to have one in my Honda Civic way back in the day.
68,000 lumens, 800% super bright. I feel like that's what I need. They have fans built into them.
Oh, is it like an LED?
Yeah. I want the LED like.
I want to go LED, but I think you need to get like a converter on it so that it doesn't fry your electrical system in your car. Well, no, I take it back. Your car might already have LEDs. My Xterra does not. My Xterra still uses like I think it's a 9007 bulb and an H11 in the fog lights. But yeah, I realized I need to think about newer bulbs because last time I went into the forest, my buddies were in there already, so I was wheeling by myself in the dark. And like, this is not enough light. Like it did all right, but I was like, I should probably get brighter lights. Maybe a light bar or something. But yeah, I'd like to go to LEDs in my headlights. I need to fix one of my fog lights, but I want to put LEDs in the fog light housings too. And then in my roof lights, I want to put LEDs and see where that gets me.
Your roof lights make it look like the power of the sun has just like turned on. Those things, and they're not even like the super bright ones.
No, they're not that bright. They do. Yeah, they do okay. I had to have them on last time I went in because I was going up and down through the trees and into a valley, and I was like, I'm gonna bottom out here, which I did, and they heard it all the way at camp. I hit so hard. But yeah, Oxito, I've heard good things about. If you're looking on Amazon.
This is something that I wish I could just like ask the audience.
Right?
If we actually had people that watched our show.
If we actually had people that watch it. Hey, if anyone out there stumbles upon this podcast.
Dude, I just had to ask for Sylvania headlights.
Yeah, Sylvania's got some decent stuff, but and if you're just on the street, if you're just on the street, they're okay. If you're starting to go off road a little bit, then and you need that light, they're not that bright.
I also don't want to fucking fry my electrical system though, or
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You might want to look at. I'm not sure what kind of converter you need to go to LEDs or some sort of transformer to manage that power. Definitely something to think about.
Here's
Where
the
are you
thing.
going? So are you just trying to have brighter lights on the road?
Yeah, I'm just trying to have brighter lights on the road and trying to piss off everybody in a Tesla I get behind, pretty much. Because these fuckers, dude, they stop 45 feet back from the car in front of them, and I just want them to know that everybody can see inside of their car now because I'm behind them. Everybody knows what they look like, and it's just really, really annoying. And I want to get right up behind them and be obnoxious. So, can we cut that part out?
No. Who cares? I'm sure you're not the only one.
Fuck, man.
But a lot of cars have those LEDs. I mean, Ashley's new car has the bright lights on them. They're pretty bright. I like them. They look good.
Yeah, you don't like looking at them though. If you're a stoplight to stoplight and you're looking at the power of the sun again.
Even my company car, that crappy little Equinox, has LEDs. They're pretty bright.
These are
It's always funny. I always notice because when I go from the work car into the Xterra, especially at night, I always notice the difference. It's like, man, I need better light bulbs. Need some real bright ones. Which I think to get brighter ones, I need to go LED. But yeah, that's something to look into if anybody's out there and knows a little more about automotive electrical systems. For those of us that don't have LED bulbs in our stock headlights, do we need some sort of converter or transformer to regulate the wattage so we don't blow anything up or fry anything or blow any fuses?
Or melt our fucking headlights?
Or melt a housing? Yeah, that'd be bad. That would be bad.
That's a quick $500 whoopsie.
Yep. Luckily, my housings, I think I can get a pair for $300.
Yeah, I was conveniently looking at the housings right now. I can get a nice pair for $2, $3, $4. Actually, these ones are pretty nice. They're $350. I don't know.
What are you driving now? Oh, you have an F-150?
Yeah. Love it. Never going back.
Yeah, I can't go back to a car as my only vehicle, right? For a couple of years I had that Infinity, but I'm glad I only leased it because it was really impractical. It was fun. It was luxurious and fast, but if I was going back up to Chicago for Christmas week and I wanted to bring a big suitcase, it was I was smashing a big suitcase, a check-in luggage, into the back to get it so that I could close the trunk lid. And if I wanted to bring a suitcase of my golf clubs, I had to put the seats down. So I'm like, that's just not gonna do. And my mountain bike, forget about it.
Damn.
So, what year's your truck?
2017.
17.
Go. I think I found my that I'm gonna go with. They're probably too expensive, but they're $120. But they look like
do you
possibly
do you have two different bulbs for your low beam and high beam?
I have no idea. I haven't looked.
Oh,
I think so.
Are you sure you don't already have LED lights in there?
Yeah, they're not super bright. They're the yellow tinted.
Oh,
they're not special. They're just the basic. So when I switch to white or whatever, they'll already be really bright.
Yeah. It might be worth asking the dealership if you can replace the halogen housings with an LED housing and bulb, or what needs to be done. because they can order the parts for you and you just put them in. You might have to take the bumper off, but
This doesn't even look complicated. Dude, it looks like you buy the basic light and just stick it in. This looks
that's what she
fucking.
said. Just
There
stick
it
it
is.
in.
Just stick it in.
I went to AutoZone and I had the cashier install it for me because I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, there's like, depending on the headlights, like some of them are like twist off, so they twist and unclip that way, or some of them have like a retainer clip.
Uh-huh.
Mine were like twist off, so I had to like push the clip in and then twist it out and then pull it out, and getting one back in really sucked. I ended up having to take a battery out and resetting the whole electrical system. But it's all good. And then my fog lights, only one of my fog lights worked because somebody was cool and kicked in one of my fog lights. So that sucked.
My car's a dent in it because someone kicked it. Never got it fixed.
My car has dents because I've hit trees with it.
I haven't hit anything other than a curb yet. And I just drove over it and it was great.
Yeah. No, I get on the narrow trails and you just hear like it's like nails on a chalkboard when you're going through a tight corridor of trees. You just hear like singing to you while it tears up the side of your truck. Like, well, I guess that's just kind of part of the game. The price of admission. So
yeah.
now I got to get Ashley to let me take her. She got a Jeep Cherokee. Let me take that out on the trail. She won't, by the way. She's already made that clear that that's not going out on a trail.
Oh man.
But yeah, so anyway, any of you automotive heads, and if we put this out there, I've got plenty of people that might actually check this out. How do you upgrade from halogen housings and lights to LEDs without frying your electrical system? And on that, we're at about a quarter after the hour. I already forgot. I totally had a note to write down what time we started recording and forgot to do it, but I know it was right around right now. So we should be coming up right about an hour. I wonder if I can see it. I guess it doesn't tell me. But, oh, nope, it doesn't tell me. But we're going to get this clipped up. I think this one we just post, so this one will go out in 4 weeks so that we can get some of the other ones out there. I might do 2 a week just to get them out there, and then when we get caught up, we'll just start posting right away. Or
cool.
Scheduling a post right away. So get them out there and let people tear us apart if they even find us on accident. And we'll just kind of go from there. So, all right, boys. Good talk. I might go cook up some breakfast for dinner. And
we're having it late.
Call it a night.
You're
yeah.
Midnight, aren't you?
Well, I got some work. I have some work I have to do anyway, so I need to close this laptop up and hook up the work laptop. But I got the whole like workstation set up pretty well now. I've got my monitor on an arm. I've got my laptop on like a platform that's raised up off the desk, and then I just switch out the computers whenever I'm doing work versus doing fun stuff. So I don't know what my next upgrade is gonna be. Probably a monitor light, but something that like rotates up so I can use it while we're recording instead of having to do one of these whole deals.
Oh, is that a light?
Yeah, it's a great light. It's USB-C rechargeable, and it actually has a solar panel on the back of it, so I can stick it in the sun and it charges. So it's kind of cool. Has cool and warm settings, and it lasts forever. But
I got these lights here, but it's like I'm staring at the sun.
Yeah.
So if I turn them off, if we didn't record for an hour and then I turn them off, I'll just see like dots.
I bet, dude. I bet. But yeah, I kind of want to fix the lighting situation so it's just kind of more readily available. I can just start. I didn't do speakers on here. I have an old Bluetooth speaker. I just hooked that up. That's my speaker for now.
That works.
Mainly because I'm going to use these headphones anyway when we're doing this kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I think we'll call it a wrap for this week. Thanks for joining.
Hell yeah.
If anybody's out there, I'm sure you found it on accident. So if you made it this far, thanks a bunch. Maybe give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe. You can even make fun of us in the comments or answer any of our random ass questions that we asked during the podcast. So
Hell yeah.
but yeah, let's sign out. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Free Puff Daddy. Free Puff Daddy. Free P. Diddy.